Okay. A really, 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 really long time ago, there was absolutely nothing. Like, put your blanket over your head real quick. Put it over your head. Cover it up. Cover up your head real fast, Rylan. Cover up your head with your blanket.
Why?
Do it. Just do it real quick. See how dark it is under there?
Yeah.
You can't see anything, right? Well, a really, really long time ago, that's what it was. Everything was like. There was nothing, except for God. He was the only person, the only being there, right?
Let me come down.
Well, then one day God decides, you know what? I am gonna make stuff.
Come down.
So God looked out and He said, "Let there be light." And remember, it was pitch black, like under your blanket, right? I mean, you couldn't see a darn thing.
It's not pitch black under my blanket.
Well, remember the haunted house day, how it was really, really dark and you couldn't see anything? That's what it was like. But when God said, "Let there be light," guess what?
What?
It was like if I went and turned that light switch on. And light was everywhere. I mean, it was bright. I mean, you could see everything. And that's when God made light. And that was the first day. The second day, well, still on the first day too, He made light. Like, you know how there's daytime and nighttime? Right? So daytime, it's really light outside. So God made the daytime, and He made the nighttime, which is dark. And He did that the first day. So the second day, He said, remember we were talking about water today and where it came from? And that God made it? Well, this is when God made water. And at that time, the water and the sky were together. And God said, no, separate them. And so the water went down, and like the oceans, the lakes, and then you had the sky. And that was the second day. And then there was the third day. You know what He did on the third day? You know what He made? He made land. He made the mountains. He made all the dry land that we walk on. Right?
And the ocean.
Yes. And that was the third day. Right? Or was that the fourth day? I don't remember. That was the third day. And then the next day, you know what God did?
What?
You see all the trees and the plants everywhere outside?
Yeah.
And all the pretty different colors of flowers? God made those on the fourth day. Then on the fifth day, He, you know when we go outside and we look up in the daytime and we see the big sun out there? He made the sun. And you know when you go outside at nighttime and you see the moon? And you guys fight about which side it's on? And you see all the stars?
Oh.
On that day, God made the stars and this moon too.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
And you know why He made them? He made them so at nighttime we could see where we're going. And you know what else is cool about the moon?
Yay.
You know when you go to the ocean, how at night the tides come in and they go back out? That's what the moon's there for. It helps with the tides. It's what causes the ocean to do that.
But why do wolves howl at the moon?
I don't know. They just don't like it, I guess.
Or they do like it.
Yeah, or they do like it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wait, no, maybe that was still the third day was the fourth day. Okay, the fifth day, you know what God did?
What?
He made the birds. All the birds that fly through the air. He made them. He made all the fish that are in the ocean and the rivers and the lakes.
And dolphins.
Yeah.
Whales,
He made the whales, all that stuff.
That go snap, 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 snap.
And He made that on the fifth day.
When did He make people?
And He also made, you know, all the cows and the pigs and stuff that we eat that taste good? He made those. He made the pigs, the cows, the lions, the elephants.
Because they're great.
Because God was like, man, this would look cool. It's like when you sit down to color or draw a picture, you think, you have a picture in your head, right, of what you're trying to draw? That's what God was doing. He had a picture in His mind, so He did it.
How can He make all this stuff?
Because
God is awesome and He's the most creative being
And He's
ever.
And so after God makes all this stuff, He says, this stuff is good. This stuff is cool.
I like this stuff.
Yeah. But then we still have one more day, right? We had the sixth day. You know what who God made on the sixth day?
What?
He made the first man and the first woman.
Mm-hmm.
He made Adam and he made Eve. He made people. He started off with 2. He made 2 people.
Why?
Because he did. That's just the way he decided to do it. He
Mm-hmm.
made 2 people.
Why?
Because he wanted to.
Because he decided he wanted somebody around to look kind of like him. He made us
And
to
think,
look like
and
him.
to think like him.
Mm-hmm.
And think about it, God was the only person in the whole universe. You know when you're like the only one in your room, doesn't it get kind of lonely sometimes?
Yeah.
God was lonely, so he made us so he could talk with us.
Mm-hmm. So we would spend time with him.
Yeah. And you know what? You know how God said everything else was good that he made? After he made people, you know what he said?
What?
This is perfect.
This is
good.
good.
Really, really good. And that's the story of how we all got here.
Because those people had kids who had kids
who had more
who
kids,
had more
kids.
kids.
And more kids and more kids.
And then here we are.
And then the other kids kept growing and kept growing.
Yep.
Growing,
Yeah.
growing.
Yep.
And
But what?
you know what God did on the 7th day, though?
What?
He took a break.
Yep.
He was tired. Not
Wasn't
really, but
tired, but he
he took a
knew
break.
that we would get tired.
Yeah.
And since he wanted to do things that we could do.
You know what? You know what else God made us for too?
What?
He needed somebody to take care of the animals and the plants.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we went out and pulled weeds today? That was us taking care of the plants.
And you know how people feed dogs and cats and
That's
fish
us.
and-
That's our job. God
Yeah.
gave us the job to take care of animals. And sometimes to eat them too.
But that's a story for another day.
Yes. So, alright, that's our story for tonight. Tomorrow we'll pick up where we left off, okay?
Okay.
I just told you the whole first chapter of the Bible in like 2 minutes.
You want to go,
I
Nanny?
want to do another chapter.
We'll do another chapter tomorrow,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Tomorrow it gets interesting.